Q-Town.
Welcome to Channel 18 and the Sampson Fund. And we're going to start off by introducing the star of the program, and that's Heidi. Harley. And that's the dog that's over there.
Harley.
Harley, rather. I'm sorry. Harley. And he's in the care of Deborah Pressman. And next to Deborah is Pat Smith. She's been president of the Sampson Fund for 4 years. And next to me is Irene Cooper, and she's going to talk about the plants and other things that are for sale. And to my left is Charlie Wilson, and if you remember Charlie from years past, he's going to talk to you about the equipment that you can use at your own yard and in connection with everything that's going on here. So we're going to start with Patty. Are you going to tell us a little bit about the Sampson Fund?
I will. The Sampson Fund now is 26 years old. Our mission is to provide financial assistance for critical veterinary care for dogs and cats on Cape Cod. We work through 12 hospitals on the Cape, and we're an all-volunteer organization. You can find out more about us by going to the website, which is www.sampsonfund.org, and follow us on Facebook. Last year, we were very proud that we were able to help 128 dogs and cats on Cape Cod. We spent close to $100,000 to do this. What we do, we define critical care as something that's not routine. We don't do neuter and spaying. We don't do vaccinations or shots. What we do is we cover the unexpected expenses. A dog may have an injury in ACL. That seems to be a popular ailment right now, and that's a couple $1,000 surgery. A lot of people can't afford that. As I said, we cover dogs and cats on Cape Cod. To earn enough money to take care of all these pets is a big challenge for us. We earn money in 3 different ways. One is direct donations. People give us donations. They join the Sampson Fund. We have a membership as low as $25. We have been very fortunate in getting some grants from foundations. And the third way, and it's why we're here today, is we have a lot of events and a lot of fundraising. The Plants for Pets sale is our biggest fundraiser of the year. And I'll segue right into Irene to talk about that.
Oh, very good, Irene.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me just get my notes now. All right. This is, as Patty said, our biggest fundraising event of the year, and we have been very lucky because pretty much everything is donated by, for instance, people who are thinning out some plants in their gardens, people who have tools they don't want to use anymore. The Sheriff's Department provides us with a 20 by 40 foot tent, which is erected for us the day before the sale. So you can shop at the tent even if it's raining. Wow. You will be under cover. This year we have enough trays for our customers to hold and walk around with, and then they can take the trays with all the wonderful plants they bought back to their cars. So we're trying to make this event very user-friendly. You can see on the table our biggest draw at the sale is all the tomatoes that we raise. And I think last year I did a color wheel of tomatoes, and I will do it again with one addition. So we start off with a yellow tomato. I think it's Yellow Perfection, which is wonderful. And then we go on to Kellogg's Orange Beefsteak. And I think, well, they're all labeled, but okay. This is the Kellogg's orange, I think. And then we have red. Everyone loves a great big red tomato. Well, we have red tomatoes. Some of them are as small as the tip of my finger. It's called Matt's Wild Cherry. And we go all the way up to great big red brandywines, which are a wonderful heirloom, has a wonderful taste. And then we go from red to purple. We have Cherokee Purple, another heirloom with a wonderful taste. Couldn't find a blue tomato, but blue tomato, I could not find it, but this year we have right here a green tomato. It's called Green Zebra. And this is the
healthy looking.
It is a beautiful plant.
Why so many different colors?
Because I like to.
You like colors?
Well, first of all, people have different tastes. Anytime you have a yellow or orange tomato, you have a lot less acid. Okay. And some people can't tolerate a lot of acid. We also have canning tomatoes, Romas and San Marzanos, make wonderful pastes and sauces. A lot of people like the great big heirlooms because, personally, I think the heirlooms have much better taste than the hybrids. However, other people like hybrids because they are fusarium and verticillium wilt resistant. Yeah.
Whatever that means.
you don't want to know what it is. So again, we run the gamut from this size all the way up to a heart-shaped tomato that's pink, and will grow about 2 pounds each if you pluck off a lot of the. If the plant grows, say, 6 buds on it, you want to take off 4 of them, and that way the 2 tomatoes that are left will be huge. It'll last 2 meals. Okay. Another thing we have is a garden boutique, and we hope we will get a 20 by 20 foot tent for that, even though we won't know until the week before the sale. And our garden boutique is notable because we are going for quality items. And we have some very beautiful things that have been donated. Now, one of the things that we're especially proud of is this antique sewing machine. It's a treadle sewing machine base that was donated. And on top of it, we have a slab of silestone that was donated by Granite World in Harwich. And it's a wonderful plant stand that you can use out in the garden, absolutely impervious to weather.
Oh, is that going to be?
That's going to be for sale.
For sale, okay. That's not going to be kind of auctioned off or anything.
It's going to be for sale. We'll haven't decided on the price yet. And we have a second one that's not quite as ornate. And we have donated to us this year for the first time a beautiful feminine pot-bellied stove. It has Queen Anne legs, that's why it's feminine.
Oh, I see.
And Charlie, our tool doctor, has rehabbed and painted it, and it can be used as a plant stand similar to this. And there's a spot for it on the top where we have a bird bath. So you won't find this every place.
No.
Okay, the next thing we have is our tool doctor, Charlie Wilson, who will be on site doing tool sharpening. He'll do knives and hand garden tools and scissors. And he will also have for sale wonderful rehab tools that you will get at a much lower price than you would at a store. The next thing, and this was wonderful last year, we have a return engagement of Tim Sweeney and the Fringe Band.
Oh.
Yay! Wonderful, wonderful entertainment. Just come and listen to them. And while you're listening, you can buy home-baked goodies and hot dogs from the grill to have a picnic lunch and dessert. and those will all be available on a donation basis. And also a massage therapist will be
massage therapist.
A massage
Wow.
therapist, because we want you to shop till you drop. And you will need to be rejuvenated with a 1-minute chair massage, again on a donation basis. So we're trying to provide just about everything you would want. And then we save the best for last. Harley! Harley is our spokesdog.
Oh, he's standing up.
And last year we had a Photos with Harley contest where people guessed Harley's weight. The fellas at Tim Sweeney of the band said he weighed approximately what Tim Sweeney's Volkswagen did, but that was not true. And this year we will have a Photos with Harley booth. So bring your children, your grandchildren, even you, come and take
little pets.
Little pets. You can bring little pets and have a photo taken with this wonderful, wonderful Harley, completely 100% flap-proof. He doesn't startle at anything. He is just wonderful with everyone.
Well, that's good.
And I think that's...
Raffle.
The raffle!
A raffle.
Thank you. We have had donated gift certificates, plants, we'll have power tools donated, and they
Birdhouses.
the birdhouses,
Quilts.
which have been hand-painted by local artists. Quilts. How can I miss that?
Surrounded.
Quilts that were made by a wonderful craftswoman, and these items will all be raffled off at the sale. So come and bring lots of money.
Take credit cards this year.
This year we'll take credit cards, yes, and debit.
Now we
Debit cards,
so.
Yeah.
and probably debit
checks.
cards,
Debit
and
cards.
checks, and always good old-fashioned American money.
very good. Well, Charlie, they mentioned you several times. Do you want to?
It's always a problem following Harley because he's the true rock star. The Sampson Fund spokesdog.
Spokesdog. But
Well, I hope everyone will come and visit my booth at the sale. I'm going to have my sharpening equipment there. We'll sharpen hand tools, cutting tools, such as pruners. These, incidentally, are tools that I renovated. They were donated very, very generously by assorted people. When I get them, they're usually rusty and kind of decrepit, so we fix them up a little bit. But at any rate, bypass pruners will sharpen. We can do hedge clippers. Always need sharpening. Smaller hand cutting tools, and I want to emphasize cutting tools too, because we won't have the tools or the equipment to sharpen digging tools. It's not the right venue for that. However, in response to the request for donation of tools, we've gotten probably somewhere between 40 and 50 garden tools, which I have renovated and made ready for sale. The ever-popular spading fork, this year we had 2 and they went in the first 10 minutes. This year I have 4 or 5 because they're a very popular item. And the little white dot is a price tag, which is always good. And short spade, always a very popular item. These were rusty, dirty, so on and so forth. I'm particularly fond of the wooden grain handles, so I put a little effort into doing those. So we got some nice looking tools, some very functional tools, good as new at half the price. And I guess that's it.
that's it. Well, that's
We'll look forward to seeing everybody.
very good. And Deborah, that brings us to you.
That brings us. Harley just wants everybody to come because he has known a lot of people who have needed the Sampson Fund, and the dogs, a lot of times if it can't be paid for, you are going to have to lose them. And he doesn't want to lose any friends. So please come, spend lots of money. And a lot of his therapy dog friends who are working therapy dogs are coming that day too.
Excellent.
Oh.
So you can see
Good.
them play their games that they play when they're working out in the nursing homes. Come here.
So,
And a lot of our Cape Cod dogs have been up at the marathon and also at Sandy Hook in the last couple of months. So Harley says, please come, and hot dogs are great.
hot dogs are great.
The hot dogs are really good. Ask Harley.
Ask Harley. They really good, Harley?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, there we got an answer. Attaboy. So, Pat, do you have anything that you'd like to add?
Well, I did want to emphasize the sale is at the C.A.R.E facility on Theopollis Smith Road. It's the Emergency Animal Care Center, where it's outside, as Irene said, under a big tent. It's just a great, fun day. What better way to spend your day than gardening and buying gardening things, listening to great music, and just being around people that love pets. So I hope we'll see lots and lots of people there. Thank you.
And when are you open? What are your hours?
It's 10 to 2. The music will start around 11, and the hot dogs on the grill will be about that same time. So get there early, spend lots and lots of money, and also hope for a sunny day. But even if it's a rainy day or overcast, we're still going to hold it.
Very good. Irene, do you have something?
Look for our posters.
Yes.
We're getting them up at the bulletin boards at stores and banks and wherever someone is kind enough to let us have the space. Again, for those of you who don't know where C.A.R.E is, it's in South Dennis. It's on Theopollis Smith Road, which runs from Route 134, right where Mid-Cape Home store is,
right.
And it's in between that and the Dennis Town dump.
Right.
And we should have this big white tent, so you really can't miss it.
You're going to be on the right or the left side?
It'll be on the right as you're coming towards Harwich.
Okay.
Okay, so again, it's Saturday, May 18th from 10 to 2. And if you would like to have a list of all the tomatoes that will be for sale, this is my email address, irenecooper@comcast.net. If you will email me at this address, I will email you a list of tomatoes.
Wonderful.
So I'm sure you will find ones that you like. And I think
That's Pat, do you have anything?
I would just like to add, I'm also going to be sharpening kitchen knives, if you would like to bring those in. Non-serrated, please. The serrated knives take a little too long to do. And scissors, so I can do a very nice job on scissors and your kitchen cutlery. So please bring it in. We'll sharpen it right up for you.
Sounds like a great opportunity. And Deborah, we'll come back to you for any final last-minute comments.
Yes, please come have a fun day. Bring your kids, bring your dogs, bring money. It really is fun. The music is great. The picnic atmosphere, it really is a party.
Mm-hmm.
It really
is a party. Yeah.
And we've made friends just being at the sale with people who are now coming back from New York for the party. So come and enjoy. I think you'll have a really good time.
For those of you who enjoy the country folk genre of music, this band sounds just like Waylon Jennings. You won't believe it.
That's true.
Yes, we've had him on Channel 18.
Just like Waylon Jennings.
Yeah. So, well, thank you both all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just want to remind everybody that it's May 18th on Theopollis Way in South Dennis, right on your way from 134 to the dump. And you'll have all of these tomato plants that you can purchase. You can take chances on birdhouses. You can buy a stand, a very pretty stand here. And Pat is going to take care of all of your needs with the
Any tools you need.
Any tool you need. So it sounds like a pretty complete operation to me.
Hope so.
And we wish you the best of luck, all of you. And thanks to Heidi,
Harley.
Holly, I like to call him Heidi. Holly. So Holly's quite a pet.
My next one.
So anyhow, you had something else you
Yes,
wanted to
you
add?
know, I think I forgot to mention we'll also have herbs and vegetables and perennials and shrubs and even small trees.
Wow. There you go.
I focused on the tomatoes.
All of my lilies that I bought there last year, and I do not grow things well at all, except dogs, are all up and just going to be great lilies this year.
We'll
Oh, you have lilies too?
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Last year I
Lilies
bought
and
I have
trees
lots.
and
They look
frogs.
Yeah.
wonderful this year.
Day
in the garden.
lilies and Stella
Wonderful.
Doro and
Iris? Lots of
iris, lots of
Very
iris.
good.
Yeah.
We can keep this going on.
I know.
Even Harley bought something last year.
Yeah.
He did.
He fell in love with a bird bath that was solar powered, and it made a bubbler. And it's in the yard, and it bubbles, and he goes by and takes a drink. And
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So
so everybody can have money.
everybody can have money.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you for watching us today, and we wish the Sampson Fund the best of luck, the best of weather, because that will be a big,
Yes.
big asset to what they're going to do. And we hope that you will find your way to Theopollis Way in South Dennis and enjoy the day. So looking forward to seeing you all there. And once again, thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having us.